Hello friends, and welcome to beautiful Cedar Point Club in Suffolk, right along the Nanesman River. My name is Matt, that is me, and I'll be your host for this shot for shot, where you're going to get to watch me play the front nine of Cedar Point Club. This is number one, starts off kind of as a gentle handshake, as most opening holes are meant to. That is Chris. You will see him throughout the round as well. Primarily, we're going to follow my shots, though. And I've got to warn you, some of them aren't very good. However, we did get off to a good start here on number one. We played from the blue tees, which was about 6,600 yards. It can be stretched out to almost 7,100. It hosted the VSGA Amateur in 2022 and has hosted the VSGA 4-ball along with other VSGA championships. So this is absolutely a championship course. I had about 95 yards in here from the fairway and had a reasonable putt. Look at it and just knocked that a few feet by, but I do open with a par here. Bent grass greens, Bermuda everywhere else. Number two is another opportunity for a birdie. There are two bunkers down that frame the fairway that you need to contend with. Many players will be able to carry them, but many players also might be challenged by them. I was able to, I think, carry the one on the left. This ball drifted a little bit left on me, ended up in the middle of the fairway, and hit a shot here that I just tugged a little bit, left me with a little bit longer putt down a slope. But for my second hole of the day, I was able to hit a good putt and cozy it down there and get out of number two with another par. Those are both mid 300 holes. Number three is our first par five, and this has got a hefty dog leg to the right. My shot went left. I had plenty of room. I certainly wasn't going to be able to get home from where I was. This, again, is a big dog leg, and almost you really need to poke it out there to have a clean look at it. Those trees on the right, they're going to come into play here, at least for me. I hope they don't for you. You can see I even needed Chris to come help look at for this. And that tree on the right there that's kind of short of the bunker, that's about where my ball is going to end up. But otherwise, a very receptive green. Here, I do have to contend with that bunker and keep the ball below the limbs. And hit a pretty decent shot. I think I had 55 yards-ish. Past the flag stick, and this is our first real look. Oh, that was a good stroke, though. Cozied it down there and get out of number three with par. So three opening pars. Number four here, it got a little tougher for me. It might not for you, but it did for me. Drove this ball right into the trees. We'll get a look at what number four is like here. When they renovated the club in 2004, Tom Clark took out some 600-ish trees. So there really is a lot of room when you do get over there. You can chip out, you can make plays towards the green that you might not have been able to. You should absolutely check out Cedar Point if you have the chance. It's a great, great spot. Where my ball is here, though, not a great spot. I'm really just trying to chip this out. I want to be clear. This was an 8-iron that I tried to chip out. Got a little high, hit something. I thought it went left. It ended up going right. Here, I'm just playing a wedge to kind of carry the tree and hopefully get it up towards the green. Came up short. Chipped, got to go up a slope here. Did get it up onto the flat part. 8 to 10 feet right here. That just catches the left edge, and we make a double there on number four. Number five is our first par three. This is another neat look at it. That bunker is not exactly where you want to be. There is a slope in the middle of the green, but a lot of times you're going to be able to get it up and down from that bunker. No aces here from the group. We both ended up in the bunker. I caught a little bit more ball on mine than I wanted to. I really just wanted to chunk that out and let it trickle down the hill. And I got a little bit more of this ball than I wanted to also, as it went about 5 to 6 feet past. And when you hit it that hard, they're rarely going to catch the edge and go in. Number 6 is a par 5 that measures pretty long, 600 yards-ish almost. And there's a big tree in the middle, which makes going for this in 2 pretty difficult. That tree is at about 150 yards. Fortunately for me, where I drive it, it's not like a huge problem, but it is something to contend with. I was left and hit a 5-wood here that I was able to keep under the tree over the bunker, and you can see that other tree, the big tree right on the right side. This shot I just pulled a little bit just over the back left and hit a less than ideal chip that left me with a little bit of a longer putt. Now I hit a good putt. Ooh, did you see that? That was nasty. I really thought that I was saving par when I hit that. Anyway, on to number 7. This hole is a very pretty hole. It's a pretty approach shot. It might be a little intimidating for some on the approach. You're going to want to stay right-ish there towards the bunker, but not in it. And then here there is water that is short left of the green. My ball goes left off of the tee. Spoiler. So I don't really have a great look at it. So I just play it straight over the pond into that bunker. The great thing about Cedar Point that I really like, and you can experience it from some of the aerial shots, is that there is a decent amount of water on the course. However, it is not always in play. It frames holes, it just adds different visuals and really makes the course play very nice. Again, I tried to get you some of those shots from the air so that you could see. 8 might not be a driver for everybody. It's about 313 yards, at least it was from the blue tees where we played. You could hit something about 250-ish, a little less, and stay by that bunker there on the front left. My ball is left, fortunately is not out of bounds and is about pin high. And this was the first point when I realized I was uncomfortable with the short game that I had brought to Suffolk that day. That chip wasn't great. It was okay. I had a look at birdie. I had a look at par here. And then I actually have a look at bogey right here, which let's just watch. Yep. Double. Drove it pin high, walk away with double. And that's when I knew the short game that I have with me at this moment is not ideal. Things are not ideal. Par 3, 9th. This is what you see as you drive in. This is a beautiful hole. It can stretch to almost 230, as they certainly did for the VSGA Amateur in 2022. Over this marsh area, we played it at about 150 to 160. It was just an 8-iron here for us. I recovered here with a pretty decent swing. It's no ace, but it's just past pin high on the kind of back left part of the green. Knock it down there. It looks closer than it is from here, but it's actually about 6 feet short. Felt like it was a pretty good putt. And able to pour it in and walk away with par here on the 9th at Cedar Point. Get out to Cedar Point if you have the chance. You will not be sorry.